we find a boy named Toya standing before God, who is apologizing and admitting fault for Toya's death due to a mistake. Toya, however, forgives God and inquires about his fate. God explains that due to certain reasons, Toya cannot return to his original world and must be reborn in another. Toya agrees, and God offers him a wish. Toya wishes to reconnect with his smartphone in the new world, allowing him to access the internet. God grants this request and informs Toya about a navigation map in his phone. Toya, now in another world, uses the map to navigate to the next village. Along the way, a carriage stops, and a man expresses interest in buying Toya's clothes. Toya agrees, and the man, a cloth merchant, provides Toya with new clothes and gold coins. Toya then hears commotion and discovers two girls being harassed for selling crystals. Toya intervenes, buys the crystals from the girls with a gold coin, and defeats the boys who troubled them. Grateful, the girls, Linza and Elsie, accompany Toya to find lodging. Toya rents a room for a month and learns from the girls about a fight that occurred. Toya asks about earning money, and the girls suggest joining the Adventure Guild. Toya registers with the guild, but since he lacks a weapon, he needs to acquire one before taking on a mission. Toya, Linza, and Elsie embark on a quest where they encounter wolves. Using their powers, they defeat the wolves and bring back a lion. The Adventure Guild rewards them with brown coins. Toya expresses interest in learning the local language and magic. Linza, skilled in magic, mentions the necessity of aptitude. Toya discovers his aptitude for water magic using special stones and realizes he can use all aptitudes due to the power granted by God. Linza introduces Toya to a null magic stone, allowing him to cast various spells. Toya successfully uses the gate spell, teleporting them back to the place of his first mission. They return to the hotel, and the owner introduces them to a friend who owns a bakery. Toya suggests adding ice cream to the menu, teaching them how to make it, and it becomes a hit. Days later, Toya attempts to use his smartphone to return to his world. Linza and Elsie explain their mission to deliver a letter to the royal capital. Toya suggests killing slimes for profit, but they decline, citing the acidic nature of the slimes damaging their clothes. The trio decides to explore new experiences. During their conversation, they hear a commotion and discover a samurai girl named Coco fighting multiple opponents. Toya, Linza, and Elsie join the fight, defeating the attackers and bringing Coco to safety. This girl then informs Toya that all her belongings disappeared while she was on her way here, causing her considerable distress. She expresses her hunger, prompting Toya to take her to a restaurant. During their meal, she reveals that her family has been producing swordsmen for generations, and she aspires to follow in her father and brother's footsteps. To achieve this, she plans to test her sword skills in the royal capital. Elsa informs them that they are also heading to the royal capital and invites the girl to join them. She agrees, and they all proceed to the royal capital by horse carriage. Toya praises the girl for her horse riding skills. Linza gifts her a book on null magic spells, and Toya decides to try a spell that allows him to steal. He uses the spell to take a ribbon, and they use another null magic to enhance their hearing and sight. On their way, they hear someone scream for help, and they find soldiers struggling against lizard creatures. They intervene, defeat the lizards, and capture those responsible. In the carriage, they encounter a girl crying because her butler has been injured by an arrow. Toya uses his skills to heal the butler, impressing everyone. The girl is introduced as Shushi, the daughter of Duke Ernie or Alton de Alfred. Toya is thanked and rewarded by Shushi's father, who is grateful for saving his daughter's life. Toya is given platinum coins and a royal palace badge. The group completes their mission by delivering a letter. Toya decides to stay with the group, impressed by their kindness. They explore the royal capital, encountering different species. Toya helps a demi-human girl reunite with her sister. They shop and Toya buys a coat with defensive and offensive capabilities. Days later, they receive a new recipe from Toya, and the group goes to a friend's bakery to try it. Toya presents donuts to Shushi at the royal palace, impressing Alfred and Shushi. Toya and Alfred play chess, and Toya spends the night at the palace. The next day, the group faces a monster in the old capital. Toya uses his searching magic to find a hidden door. Inside, they find a mysterious object, and Toya's magic is absorbed into it. They escape through a portal, but the monster follows. Toya devises a plan to defeat it by removing a red ball inside its body. After succeeding, Toya shows Alfred the evidence of their adventure. Before leaving, Toya informs Alfred that he will send hard copies of the images later. When Toya returns with the hard copies, Alfred reveals that he has been poisoned by his older brother. The narrative unfolds with Alfred expressing concerns about his brother being poisoned by a noble in the kingdom of Mismaid, suspecting a conspiracy orchestrated by the king. The recently established kingdom poses a potential threat to Alfred's own kingdom, especially if his brother is eliminated, leaving his niece Yumina as the heir. To counter this danger, Alfred seeks a cure for his brother's poison. Together with Toya, they visit the brother's mansion, encountering a character named Belsa. Belsa claims to have apprehended the poisoner, advocating for swift punishment. However, Alfred insists on his brother making the decision. Upon the brother's arrival, he is gravely ill, and Toya, revealed to possess null magic, successfully heals him. The king expresses gratitude, suspecting an assassination attempt. Toya suggests investigating the source of the poison, leading them to Belsa, who accuses Charlotte, the royal family's official magician. Toya, however, challenges this accusation, conducting a thorough examination and exposing Belsa as the true culprit. The crisis is averted, and Yumina, inspired by Toya's character, decides to marry him. Although initially hesitant, Toya agrees to spend 2 years with Yumina before making a final decision. As the story progresses, Toya receives divine congratulations on his impending marriage and introduces Yumina to others. The narrative shifts to a quest to eliminate King Apes, showcasing the camaraderie within the group. Later, Yumina teaches Toya summoning, leading to the summoning of Gohaku, a powerful white tiger who pledges loyalty to Toya. So, he asks them, after all, "Why are you all sad? This is our first mission with Kohaku." They respond, "Why would we be sad? I still can't believe it. They've assigned us the task of investigating the slime, which you hate a lot." Kohaku says, "He's just a slime. Why do you hate him so much?" Meanwhile, Yumina remarks, "The worst is the green slime. It melts your clothes." At this point, someone mentions, "I know our clothes can melt, and it would be very shameful." During the conversation, Yumina asks Toya, "Are you thinking of something wrong?" Toya responds, "Not at all. I never thought about this thing. You don't have to worry." They eventually reach a place where Toya claims, "See, I told you this place is very safe." However, something falls on Toya, which turns out to be a dishwasher. Toya exclaims, "What is all this?" and discovers that it's a slime, known as a metal slime. After dealing with the metal slime, they proceed to a room with many books. Yumina reads a book and finds out that all these slimes were created by a researcher who went far in experimenting with slimes. Toya believes the book could be beneficial, so he takes it. Moving to the upper floor, they encounter a dangerous green slime. Linzer tries to use magic, but Toya stops him, fearing it could destroy the building. Kohaku steps in, directing an attack that consolidates the slimes in one place, allowing them to escape. As they climb the stairs, they encounter more challenges, including falling algae and slimes producing liquid resembling shampoo that poses a threat. Eventually, they decide to destroy the place, considering it useless and dangerous if others were to discover it. Toya and Kohaku sense something strange, leading them to discover that even the statues in the building are slimes. With Toya's quick thinking, they manage to overcome this obstacle. Further exploration leads them to a room where they find the dead body of the researcher, along with a book hinting at the potential fulfillment of people's dreams through the completion of his research. They decide to burn the place down to prevent any potential harm to the world. Afterward, they reflect on the purity of their intentions. Several days later, Toya is seen helping a lost girl reunite with her mother using his smartphone. The girl expresses concern for her brother, the swordsman, prompting Toya to locate him through his smartphone. Toya then assists Lindsay in learning a new magic trick, later helping her regain energy and perfect her skill through a thoughtful gesture. Elsie and Toya go shopping together, resulting in Elsie getting praised for her appearance. Upon receiving a letter from the royal palace, Yumina learns that Toya is to be rewarded, prompting their return to the palace. The group anticipates the journey back. Toya and all the girls are seen looking towards a mansion. This mansion is a gift from Toya to save his life. They start exploring the mansion and appreciate it, especially the flowers around. It becomes evident that living together was the goal from the beginning for Yumi and Toya. The girls are happy, but Toya is worried about managing such a big house. Meanwhile, the girls ask Toya if they can live with him. Toya agrees, but LZ suggests that since the house was a gift from the king, Toya should live there with Yumi, and they shouldn't stay. Toya argues that those who love each other should live together. Three girls feel shy and leave, making Toya wonder about their sudden change. Yumi expresses her feelings, thinking she would be Toya's pride alone. Later, Toya is with Kohaku, appreciating the good weather. The girls join, asking if they can stay, and Toya assures them they're welcome. The scene transitions to Butler and servants arriving, with Butler previously working for the king, but now choosing to serve Toya for saving his brother's life. Toya is surprised, but accepts their service. Alfred and Sui approach Toya, suggesting marriage alternatives. Toya agrees to help Alfred with a request involving the Alliance Kingdom, Miss Maid, which requires teleporting Toya's brother. Toya agrees, joined by demi-human and loyal Bills for the mission. During the journey, bandits plan an attack, but Toya uses his powers to paralyze them, ensuring everyone's safety. Toya thanks demi-human and Bills for their company, and they continue the journey. Later, a dragon threatens a village, and Toya and his companions engage in a battle, successfully defeating the dragon. And this is all for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.